Again, the next speaker is Ted Kiger.
I too will reiterate a couple things that Ms. Miller said. I'm here this evening to speak out in support for Mr. John Freshwater. I find it amazing that one family, who remains anonymous to this time, can cause this much of an uproar against one teacher in the school district. Furthermore, I find it absolutely astounding that this board has rushed to every demand of this family and has allowed one man's good name to be smeared and defamed around the world. And yes, I said around the world. Google it, search it, YouTube it, it's around the world. We have a personal Bible on the desk, a collage of the Ten Commandments on the wall, and a Tesla coil static electricity experiment. Are there not any other teachers in this school district that have Bibles on their desk? Are there not other teachers in this school district that have other religious banners on their doors and walls? What about the other science teachers that have completed this experiment over the last 21 years plus and the several hundred students that participated? Were there memos and letters to them also, or just Mr. John Freshwater? Sounds to me like a scapegoat campaign. Now this board is rushed to make a decision on the finalization of a slanted investigation. That decision to fire and suspend Mr. Freshwater without pay. Doesn't Mr. Freshwater have the right to an appeal? Where is the fairness of this procedure and of this board? We can pay an ex-director of business upwards to $180,000 for sabbatical leave until his retirement, and no one knows why he has been relieved of his position. Yet, we still will pay him because, as the press puts it, this arrangement serves the mutual interest of Dr. Haschek and the board and will enable both parties to move forward, on a positive note. What positive note is that? What accountability is there when there are no answers given to us why this man was placed on sabbatical? Yet, the board will rush to dismissing a teacher without allowing the appeal process to be completed. Something just doesn't seem right. I fear and know with confidence that this board is setting the wrong precedents in this school district. We major on minors, and we minor on the majors. Where is the fairness in all of this? It doesn't seem fair at all. Once again, there's just something that doesn't seem right.
And I'm a member of the Community Council for Free Expression. I have read the entire 100 pages in this report by your investigator. It's evident that there was a predetermined outcome devised by you to justify removing Freshwater, who upset members of this administration 5 years ago when he requested to critically analyze evolution, then permissible under state standards. It seems someone stepped on someone's sacred cow, and now he's being expelled. The OAT scores have been released, and Freshwater's class, if you don't know, was the only 8th grade class to pass the OAT. Yeah! In spite of Mrs. Weston's mistake in ordering enough tests, this caused the lower aptitude students to take the entire test on one day instead of 2. Dr. Weston, you need to explain to the district what took place. 77% of Freshwater students passed, while 69% of Ms. Button's passed, and only 67% of Mr. Klosnick's passed. I find it appalling that this board would again move to fire the only teacher that made the grade. Especially since you again you have not met the AYP and are in the 5th year of continuous improvement. Mrs. Weston, I think in the report there are several statements by you saying that Freshwater did not teach students the standards and they had to be retaught. I'm sorry, this proves that that was incorrect. One family alone, the action that was been taken on that complaint has put Mr. Freshwater in this situation. But Mr. Short, you have received complaints, numerous complaints about one other science teacher in the middle school who's a basketball teacher, whose actions directly caused real injury to a student, as well as him dropping the F-bomb. But in spite of what you said, him being something would be done about that, nothing's been done. The Tesla coil, let's remember that as well. Mr. Freshwater is not the only teacher that uses that. These experiments have been done in open, with administrators present, even demonstrated upon. If this was unsafe, then the administrators have been negligent. The lack of wisdom and leadership by this board is appalling. It reeks of a 5-year-old vendetta, and I guess if it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it must be a duck. But when you come to the voters and ask for another levy, two names will be spoken loud and clear. Al Hatschek and John Freshwater. Thank you.